Out of towners, they better break north before we get and take their face off. The streets is filled with undercovers, chasing brothers. The D's on the roof trying to watch us and knock us. Coppers even come through in helicopters. I drink a little, spark and hold a. The fronters wanna be ill, the spot runners, thinking it can't happen till I trap them. Won't even run about guards, I don't believe in none of that. Your facts are backwards. Nas is a rebel of the street corner, pulling it out the dresser. Police got me under pressure. Represent, 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 represent. Nas, I'm not your legal type of fella. Drinking, street dweller who's always on the corner. When I dress is never nothing less than guess. Kobe walking with a bop and my hat turned back. Love committing sins and my friends sell raps with a to keep it under my tongue. The school dropout, never like from day one. Cause life ain't for stretch, fake crabs nuts. So I guzzle my while pulling on mad. The type who be in your elevator. Somehow the rap game reminds me of the game. Used to sport valleys and gazelles with black frames. Now I'm into fat chains. Fly new chicks and new kicks. Represent, represent. Represent, represent. Represent, represent. No doubt, see my stats So fat, this is what it's about. Before the BDP conflict with MC Shan. Around the time when Shantae, just the real Roxanne. I used to wake up every morning, see my crew on the block. Every day's a different planet, had us running from cops. If it wasn't hanging out in front of spots, we was at the factory, breaking the locks. Nowadays, I need the in a flash just like the next man. A yard guard, let me see 100 grand. Could use a some being a wanted man, but if I hit rock bottom, then I'ma be the son of Sam. They call the crew to get live too with Sue Kim. This way the Jakes should never stop it. Is your brain on to all flop and thugs? Enough respect to the projects. I'm Ghost, one love. Represent, Joe. Represent, represent, Joe. Represent, Queens, represent, Joe. Represent, represent, Joe. Represent. One time for your mind. This goes out to everybody in New York that's living a real life in every projects all over. To my man Big Will, we still here. The 40 side of Vernon. My man Big LES, Big CeeLo from the Dime, Sean Penn, the 40 Busters. My crew, the Shorty Busters. The 41st side of Vernon Posse, the Goodfellas. My man Cormega, Lakey the Kid. Can't forget Drawers, the Hillbillies. My man Slate, Wallet Head, Black J, Big Oogie, Crazy Barrier Spot. Big Dub, we rock the line Malachi, PhD, and my man Primo from Gangstar. 94 real. Yeah, yo, listen. It's my man. Let's bring it back. That's just the warm-up song, man. Cause I be bugging.
got it on 2K Sports for... Wednesday night action in the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony.
There you go.
Looking at the last game for the Cleveland Cavaliers, it was a loss to the Wizards. You know, guys, you hate to get embarrassed on your home court, but that's exactly what happened. It was a tough loss for them.
You know, they just caught a team, Kevin, that was in a zone, and they didn't have the manpower defensively to disrupt them.
Hey, zone or no zone, I expected a little more fight out of them than what they showed. I mean, they never strung together any stops like they needed to.
And look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Matthew Dellavedova is out there with Mo Williams. And it's Chandler. Then it's Blatch. And it's James in at the 3 spot.
Charlotte Ball.
Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call.
And, guys, the first year for David Blatt, he was second-guessed at every turn. And that happens when you are picked to make the finals, but also when you coach LeBron James.
Takes a 3. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Outside Williams. The pass to Blatch. The turnaround jumper. Here's Chandler. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop, Greg. You're right. Once he gets his hands on the miss.
That's exactly why it's important to work hard on the offensive glass, fellas, for chances just like that.
Chandler with the steal. And James gets it to go on the assist by Williams.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
And Mills kicks to Antetokounmpo. Fires from the line. No luck. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. Pass to Blatch. And he jams it with authority.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
Chandler with the screen on Duncan. And LeBron throws it down.
Well played right there. I mean, there's no question who has the momentum.
Greg, the lead appears to be heading north, if you will.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets.
All right, Charlotte.
Some people think LeBron's athleticism, Clark, has declined over the last few years. He might be the first to admit it. He still looks terrific, though.
Well, he's, you know, that's a natural progression for any player,
Sure.
even if you are LeBron. But he's still an elite athlete by NBA standards.
Hornets trail by 8.
And remember the quote from LeBron on the subject. Obviously, I'm not the 18-year-old kid that I was before, but I can still do the things I need to be successful.
No good from Duncan.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Pass to Dellavedova. Over to the left wing. Chandler is screen. 6 on the shot clock. Again, the Cavaliers score.
And, you know, LeBron was just so far ahead of everyone in the league when he was young. I mean, even a LeBron who has lost a step is more athletic than 95% of our league.
Patterson, the screen. Here's Duncan. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Cleveland leading by 10. There's the dish to Chandler. There's the feed to Dellavedova. Here's Blatch. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Drills the three-pointer. Antetokounmpo's got it back down to within single digits for the Hornets. Dellavedova, the pass to Chandler. He dishes it to Dellavedova. Feeds it to Williams. Here's Blatch. And the rebound goes to Duncan.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Duncan with the screen for Antetokounmpo. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. Williams leading the charge. He kicks it to James. Chandler is screen. They set the pick. Green against James.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
Outside, Green. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Patterson, the screen. Antetokounmpo dishes to Patterson. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And if they know what's good for him, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball into three-point territory.
And you're right there, Clark, because anything less than lockdown defense on him is going to result in a triple.
Hornets trail by 7. After making it to the playoffs in 2014, the Hornets couldn't repeat the feat in 2015. A slow start probably, Greg, more than anything else did him in.
Really disappointing season coming in with such high expectations, and 33-49, just not good enough to get into the playoffs in any season.
You know, for the Hornets, they've not made consecutive playoff appearances since the team moved to New Orleans back in 2002. They just haven't been able to stay consistent enough to make it to the playoffs back-to-back years.
A platoon swap here for Cleveland. Good on the second free throw.
And guys, what's rough for the Hornets is that they were a consistent playoff fixture in the late 90s. Still, the team has never made it to the conference finals in its franchise history, and that should be a goal for them in the coming years.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Duncan. Vonleh comes in for Patrick Patterson. And it's Granger in for Antetokounmpo. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
And really just trying to take the wind out of their sails here, I think. You know, they're on the wrong end of a run and need to just kind of exhale.
Yeah, sometimes you just need to stop the bleeding. Things were starting to spiral completely out of control, and I think a timeout was a no-brainer there.
Ryan is checked in for Daniel Green. Cleveland also making some changes. Flalo comes in for Jones. And Mo Williams subbed in for Jared Cunningham. And Danny Granger gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
Here's a Flalo. Passes it to Bynum. Now here's Williams. D right on him. 4 on the shot clock. Tries to snap the cold streak. And another miss by Cleveland.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
No, it always is, and it has been so far, and they've gotten a nice edge on the glass.
And Mills kicks to Bryant. Hits the difficult fadeaway jumper. Here's Williams. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. He feeds it to Bynum. Kicks it to Ginobili. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
First one falls for him. And for Manu Ginobili last season, not his best. Down in every measurable category since his rookie year. He's 37, myriad of injuries. You know, but Greg, there's still something so special about that play.
Yeah, I mean, so much of his game is about movement. And Kevin, after 13 full seasons and factoring all of the international competition, you're going to have to start to show some wear and tear, and that's been the case for Manu.
Excellent point. He played 4 pro years overseas before the NBA. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Cavaliers.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
On the wing, Kobe. Releases. The Hornets rebound. Noah kicks to Mills. Dishes it to Vonleh. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
You know, guys, getting back to Ginobili, the most concerning part about last year centers around his shooting. Down in field goal, 3-point, and free throw percentage. Just could not find the mark all season long. Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Now here's Bryant. Fades away. Bryant can't get that one to fall.
And looking forward for Ginobili, he may have to reshape his game a little bit. Less commotion overall to try and reduce turnovers. Maybe accepting more of a toned-down role versus the catalyst role that he's really enjoyed over the course of his career.
Here's Mills after the made shot from Manu Ginobili. And Mills kicks to Granger. Nailed from three-point land. Granger's got his first 3 points of the game.
And that's one of his strengths, knocking down those long-range jump shots.
The pass to Flalo. It's a pick by Bynum. It's Ginobili with the drive. The kick out to Flalo. Jerebko, the pass to Flalo. Shoots. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Hornets trail by 5. And there's a minute 45 left to play here in the first. Now here's Mills. Looking for his first basket still in this one. 5 on the clock. Bryant dishes to Vonleh. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
Not a good idea to let him get such good position in the paint.
It's more than a bad idea. It's real trouble. I mean, he'll make that 10 out of 10 times.
And the Hornets making a change here. Napier's checked in. Jerebko kicks to Ginobili. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession.
And really no choice but to lunge for that pass to make sure it didn't get through.
Yeah, and that was important. Probably would have been a quick 2 points if he doesn't get a hand on it and knock it out of bounds.
The kick out to Williams. Knocked away. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Hornets trail by 3. Outside, Kobe. Pass to Vonleh. The dish now to Noah. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. And the basket by Napier.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Now here's Williams. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that one's good.
Yeah, good-looking bounce pass to set up that one.
Napier passes to Kobe. "15 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Charlotte needs to get a shot off. Stolen by Ginobili. And a follow wide open. He shoots. And it's off from three-point range. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Cavaliers ahead, leading by just 2. 2K Sports back in a moment here at the Time Warner Cable Arena in Charlotte. And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
I just really like what we're seeing from a defensive standpoint, forcing a lot of turnovers with those quick hands.
Yeah, those active hands, Greg, have produced a number of steals early. They've been very aggressive.
Cavaliers leading. So on the floor for Cleveland, they've got Matthew Dellavedova. Bynum is out there at Blatch. Then it's LeBron James. And it's Ginobili in at the shooting guard. Shot clock at 6. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Blatch, no luck. And for Kobe Bryant, how difficult was last season? Starting out strong, even though the team, Greg, around him wasn't very good. But then everything, including Bryant, fell to pieces.
And when you're a competitor, the way this guy is a competitor, you can't stand to lose. So you push your body to the limit to avoid that. But what happens at age 36 when you've got the kind of miles that Kobe Bryant has, you know, you just can't go it alone. That's why Kobe lasted only 35 games.
Puts one up from 19. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Out of bounds.
And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. And here is Ginobili. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average.
2 points.
The shot's good from Bynum. Bynum's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Cavs.
You know, you go back to Kobe Bryant. He pushed himself so hard last season, though his points per game average was up. Field goal percentage was the worst of his career. He just felt he had a better chance to score than anyone else on the team, and it's real hard to argue that he was wrong about that.
Here's LeBron following the basket by Kobe Bryant. That's good.
2 points.
And that's now 8 points to LeBron.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
Here's Napier. There's the pick. Granger outside. And a miss there on the triple.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Shoots it up. Bynum, no good.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
Charlotte calls timeout.
Ladies and gentlemen,
You know, the Cavs last season won a bunch of games, but they had to fight for a lot of them. They often would fall behind early or dig a big hole and have to fight their way out of it.
You mentioned, GA, the Cavs and their comebacks. They actually overcame double-digit deficits for 13 of their 53 wins last year.
Yeah, and Kevin, I remember their biggest one being a comeback after being down 17 points. I mean, but when you have the star power that the Cavs have, no comeback is out of the question. You're just never safe against this team.
So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Duncan, he's checked in for Noah. Patterson comes in for Vonleh. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Danny Granger. And it's Green in for Kobe. And then for Cleveland, Tyson Chandler, who's checked in for Bynum. And Jones subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. Patterson dishes to Green. 5 to shoot. Nice shot from the wing. Green's got 5 points so far. Cleveland's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Chandler is screen. They set the pick. James outside. And they double him up with LeBron. At the elbow, Chandler. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Chandler's got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, that's asking a lot from that defender.
Yeah, it certainly is. I mean, he just doesn't have the size to really be effective in that kind of matchup.
Screen by Duncan. To the right side. Here's Patterson. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
Guys, you know, you're not going to hit that shot too often. That's high risk.
Ginobili outside. And the foul called on Daniel Green. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul.
And so it's Cleveland with it. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Outside, Jones. Shot clock at 6. Another shot. And LeBron with the nice bucket inside. LeBron's got 4 this quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Here's Duncan to the left wing. And Patterson kicks to Napier. Patterson, the screen. On the wing, Green. The Cavaliers pull it in.
Boy, that's a warm-up jumper there. I mean, when you're a pro, you can't make excuses for missing that one.
Here's Blatch. And the rebound goes to Duncan. Duncan's got his 3rd rebound tonight.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he'd be a little bit more selective tonight.
Now here's LeBron. 10 points for him. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Antetokounmpo trying to break loose. And a missed layup. The Cavaliers leading by 4. Right side, Jones. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Hornets timeout call.
And the Hornets call time here.
Yeah, too many easy buckets coming from inside, and I think he wants to make that a point of emphasis.
I would certainly think so. I mean, if they keep giving up those kinds of easy looks inside, they'll be in big trouble.
How much more is there to say about LeBron James, Clark? Incredible consistency, unbelievable athleticism. He just is a marvel in every way the longer he plays.
Kevin, when you look at his career averages, I mean, just off the charts, and he has the same unbelievable year every year. The consistency, phenomenal.
Ross is checked in for the Hornets. Mills comes in for Shabazz Napier. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Cleveland.
And talking about LeBron's consistency, it's not just a physical effort. It's also a mental one. I mean, you know you're targeted by the defense all game. That'll wear down even the best players. How is it that LeBron's armor just never seems to be penetrated?
Here's Antetokounmpo. And Chandler sends it back. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. The Cavaliers leading by 6. LeBron kicks to Dellavedova. Pass to Ginobili. The feed now to LeBron. And he jams it with authority.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
I tell you what, I used to love to go up and jam like that.
So it's the Hornets now, following the score by Cleveland. Good on that shot, and with that, the Cavalier lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Duncan.
You know, on the topic of LeBron, one of the few areas where he could improve consistency in is from the three-point line. 3 years ago, he hit over 40% from downtown. 2 years ago, 38. And last year, down to 35.
Feeds it to Mills. Offensive rebound.
You know, not really a significant margin in terms of them rebounding, but enough to get the job done.
Yeah, but one more advantage in the stat column, and that's what's translated to this lead.
Here's Dellavedova. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Jones, no luck. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Now, here's Mills. There's the screen. Deep two from Ross. No good. Good work defensively by Ginobili. The Cavaliers leading by 6. Jones for 3. Ross grabs the board. Charlotte's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. And Mills kicks to Antetokounmpo. He dishes it to Patterson. Charlotte again missing.
Not the best shot right there with a good defender draped all over you.
I agree with you. I mean, not the shot they were hoping for, but he can really cause problems with his defense.
Chandler with the screen on Patterson. In the corner, it's Ginobili. Drains it from beyond the arc. Ginobili's got 7 points.
With this lead, they're playing confidently, showing a quick trigger from beyond.
Yeah, and the perimeter shots, though, Greg, not really falling at a good clip here. So I think they may have to back out of that a bit and not settle for those jump shots.
Charlotte calls timeout.
And, you know, guys, Manu Ginobili's relationship with Greg Popovich has been really interesting over the years. In the beginning, Pop obviously had a rigid system. Ginobili played with a lot more freestyle and free-wheeling nature. The two clashed heavily early on, as one might expect.
So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Joakim Noah's checked in for Duncan. Noah Vonleh comes in for Patrick Patterson. Danny Granger, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. That's Brian in for Terrence Ross. Passes it to Mills. Goes up on the wing. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession. The Cavaliers leading by 9. Now Ginobili. He's got 7. Chandler a screen. Shot clock at 6. It's tipped. Mills with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. The 10-footer. And he drops that one in. Cavaliers shooting 41% from the field in the second quarter up to this point. Dellavedova, the pass to Ginobili. On the wing, Chandler. Clock at 6. .149 left in the first half of the game. Outside Bryant. 5 on the clock. On the wing, Kobe. And the call will be against Joakim Noah. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
And so here's Cleveland. They've led by as much as 10. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. And Ginobili, here we go. Afflalo outside. Just 4 to shoot. Elbow shot is on the way. And there's Ginobili. That's good on the assist by Afflalo.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Now here's Mills. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. The wide open look here for Vonleh. Jump shot is good.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
And trailing in this game, now is not the time to start playing conservatively. I mean, if you've got an open look from deep, let it go. I mean, you've got to play freely and with confidence.
Kobe with the steal. Mills dishes to Kobe. There's 10 seconds left in the second quarter. 6 on the shot clock.
Ladies and gentlemen,
And now the third quarter about to get going.
What a game for LeBron. 12 points and a decent little assist total for him, too.
No doubt they'd like to see that carry over to the rest of the team. Get good assist numbers all the way around.
Here's LeBron.
And now one spot the Cavs did struggle with last year was help off the bench. They were last in the league in bench scoring.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Hornets. They've got Noah. Danny Granger out there with Vonleh. And it's Mills. And it's Bryant in at 2 guard. Kicks to Afflalo. Cleveland moving it around. Clock at 6. No good from LeBron. Cavs not scoring with a lot of their bench. A big part of that is they just didn't go to their bench very often.
Well, you talk about the Cavs and the bench near the bottom in total bench minutes played. The bench didn't have a lot of firepower, didn't shoot the ball well, and considering they got limited minutes, oftentimes struggled to find any kind of rhythm out there. And you look at Joakim Noah, I mean, one of those hybrid talents. As a center, he gives you the rebounding, the shot blocking you want, but then he also has tremendous passing skills and instincts and the energy of a mountain lion.
Afflalo left side. It's stolen by Bryant. to the middle. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
That's his first personal foul.
And going back to Joakim Noah, he really is a hybrid. He holds American, Swedish, and French citizenships. He's truly a man of the world, and he's worldly on the floor. He can guard and play a lot of different positions.
And Kevin, he looks like a man of the world. He has a unique style unto himself, but I'll take the versatility and the hustle he brings on my team any day. If he's healthy, he's a factor.
There's a screen, and Mills kicks to Bryant. Just 5 on the clock. The Cavaliers pull it in. James has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Out to the right wing. Aflalo outside. Fires for 3. And the shot is good. Aflalo's got 7.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
Here's Vonleh.
Cleveland foul call.
And for Noah Vonleh, last season came in as a heralded freshman out of Indiana. Some people thought he might crack the top 5 in the draft, but after some shaky late workouts, he fell all the way to 9.
So he gets them both. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. James against Granger. They set the pick. James in the post. Granger covering. The shot no good. Well, Greg, in watching Vonleh, you can see he has the size and range to be a difference maker. Excellent rebounder, big hands. You talked about that, simply working on refining his skill set at this point.
Yeah, and it's a matter of work ethic with him because I think the tools are there. Work ethic and experience, and I think this kid is going to be a nice front court player for a long time.
On its way from Aflalo for 2. The wing jumper off target.
Ooh, and this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
Vonleh, the pass to Kobe. Granger outside. That's in, coming off an assist from Bryant. Kobe's got 4 assists now tonight.
You cannot leave him alone like that, especially from long range. And, you know, one thing that comes to mind with Kobe is his incredible dedication to winning. I mean, you wonder if that has turned off potential free agents. Maybe he's a bit too competitive, but, you know, when you're in the business of competing, hard for me to imagine you can be too competitive.
And the Cavaliers call time here. With Kobe and his competitiveness, it is something that he's coped with. He said it took him a while in the league, Clark, to realize not everyone loves basketball as much as he does.
Yeah, you know, even if you don't have the same kind of drive that has propelled Kobe all these years, I think you have to respect him for it. It shouldn't be a problem for potential free agents, in my opinion.
Some changes here for the Hornets. Duncan comes in for Joakim Noah. And Antetokounmpo subbed in for Danny Granger. A switch here also for Cleveland. Tyson Chandler, who's checked in for Urebko. Now here's LeBron. He's got 12. He kicks to Aflalo. 16 feet away. Count the bucket. Aflalo's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending it.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Chandler with a screen for LeBron. Now the pass to Blatch. And now in transition is Mills. Here we go. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. And another three for Charlotte.
And finally, they fought themselves back to even the score. We've got a new ball game here now.
And really, all the momentum is theirs, making such a strong comeback. So I think you've got to really feel good about their chances the rest of the way.
Now here's Aflalo. He's got 9. Chandler with a screen for James. And again, it's Cleveland.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of him.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
And it's Bryant in the corner. Lets it go from the wing. Aflalo pulls it in.
Well, he's building a house with those bricks. I mean, one reason is he keeps trying to force it up when he's defended well. Move the ball, share the sugar.
Now here's Mills. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That's on LeBron James.
And still, I don't know that anyone can define what Giannis's position is. It's kind of still up in the air. I mean, he's played mostly on the wing a season ago, and thus far, maybe that could end up being the best fit.
Now here's Williams. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Aflalo dishes to LeBron. Takes the 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Charlotte has gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Antetokounmpo can't get that one to fall.
That's a huge part of what they want to do defensively. Limit his easy chances inside.
Back to Williams. Pass to Blatch. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Outside, Kobe. Duncan kicks to Bryant. Back to Antetokounmpo. He feeds it to Duncan. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Aaron Aflalo. Cleveland's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. The drive by James. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
You know, there was a time when some thought Tyson Chandler would be a draft bust. But, you know, it took some time before he found his niche and has been one of the best bigs in the NBA for the span of his career. You know, that shows you also when you draft guys out of high school, they're going to need a couple more years to really define who they are as players.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hornets. Patrick Patterson. He's checked in for Noah Vonleh. Green comes in for Bryant. And Shabazz Napier subbed in for Patty Mills. Jerebko's checked in for Cleveland. Ginobili comes in for Matthew Dellavedova. Right wing for the lead. Hornets keep it alive. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. The Hornets have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. And he can't get the first one. Chandler was a bit of a late bloomer, but you can't argue with his presence on the floor now.
Well, he won a title and embodies what you need to do in order to win titles. I mean, Chandler makes all the difference on defense, and that's why teams will just still want him even late in his career.
Andrew Bynum's checked in for the Cavaliers. Now here's James. 16 points for him. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
You know, it was a bit of a roller coaster year for Mo Williams. I mean, he had that 50-point breakout game, but then later traded away to the Hornets.
And he makes the first. And of course, Mo Williams, Clark, shipped to the Hornets for their playoff push and helped out there.
I thought overall, Kevin, Mo had a really strong year given his age. Probably his most productive season since his early 20s. Steady work at the free throw line. Just what we're used to seeing out of him.
Napier kicks to Green. Shoots the 3. Can't hit. So Cleveland will take it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. This is to Urebko. James kicks to Urebko. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist.
You know, what an advantage he brings to this offense, guys. I mean, being able to drain the 3 ball, that really can spread a defense and extend the defense as well.
Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
They don't seem to have any answers for him. They need to review their game plan and look for a way to cool him off.
And the Hornets call time here. Checked in for Charlotte. Hornets trail by 6. Outside, Green. Out to the wing. Napier. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Napier's got his second basket of the night. It's Williams with the drive. And it's Bynum with the jam.
Boy, he is such a ridiculous dunker.
High riser, no doubt about it.
Goodness, I mean, you come to expect plays like that from him, and folks, that never gets old.
Here's Napier. He has 5. Green, no luck.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team. Boy, they came out of the locker room at halftime with a much more physical disposition than they had in the first half.
And that helps, Clark. They've gotten extra trips to the foul line, and they need that to continue if they're going to get back in this game.
A big dip in performance here for the Hornets last year. In 2014, they were very tough to beat at home, and that was not the case in 2015.
Yeah, I mean, they struggled to string together those defensive runs at home, and in the end, that led to their less than stellar record.
And here are the Hornets now. Manu Ginobili able to get his shot to go. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. 5 on the clock. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that
Well, you go back last season, the Cavs had a very slow start to the year. Not surprising. They had a lot of new faces and people they were bringing together. Clark, it didn't look like the powerhouse they would end up being, as we saw.
Well, you know, they were kind of fumbling and bumbling around in the 5th and 6th spots in the East for the first half of the season. Made some changes, though, through trade, and that got them going, I think.
Timeout called, Cleveland. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And, Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Charlotte making a switch here. Rangers checked in. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Jones is checked in. Now here's Ginobili. 9 points in the game so far. There's the dish to James. 6 on the shot clock. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there. They get Danny Granger.
And those midseason trades for the Cavs really turned things around. Mozgov came in, J.R. Smith and Shumpert secured that 2 spot. Gave this team an incredible edge defensively.
Yeah, and you know, they built the roster to how they played best midseason. I mean, it was a great job, I think, by the front office to get the players that fit best into the locker room and into the team style of play.
Now, here's Green. 7 points in the game. Out to the right wing. Napier kicks to Patterson. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
The Cavaliers leading by 3. Jones with the screen on Granger. The drive by James. Bynum kicks to James. Again, James missing.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Patterson, the screen. Granger outside. Shot clock at 6. They double him with LeBron. And it's a defensive 3-second violation.
Last season for Danny Granger, more injury woes. One of the premier small forwards in the game. At one point, his knees just haven't recovered. Really hard to watch him play the way he's able to play now.
Here's Napier. He's got 5. Patterson, the screen. And the wide open shot from Green. And he hits it to tie the game up. Green's got 5 points in the quarter.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give. I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feel.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Patterson, that's good. And here is LeBron. 19 points in the game. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. It's a tie game in Charlotte. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first three, we should be in for a treat. Looking at the last game for Charlotte, it was a loss to the Utah Jazz. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. They've got Jones. Watch out there with Andrew Bynum. Then there's Ginobili. And it's Dellavedova in the one spot. 6 to shoot. Here's Patterson to take the lead. Second chance shot. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. And last year, not exactly up to Noah's lofty standards. Was way down in field goal percentage and free throw percentages compared to the season before, but he did not play completely healthy all of last year either.
A little dinged up, missed 13 games more than he had the season prior, and also the minutes dropped as well. And you could just see him laboring at times on the floor, clearly affected by those injuries.
Here's Dellavedova. Ginobili attacking. Great defense that time from Noah.
Boy, he blew the easy 2 by profile, trying to look good. That's a bad decision and poor execution.
Napier kicks to Patterson. No good off the front iron.
And, you know, going back to Noah last season, I think the additions to the Bulls' front court had an effect on him. I mean, they added Gasol and Mirotic, 2 major talents up front. I think that gave Noah less opportunities than he'd had the year before, and it was an adjustment for him.
Now here's Ginobili. Following the shot by Patrick Patterson.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Outside, Green to the left side wing. Here's Napier. Picked away.
He went a decent amount of time before his first turnover there. It's really been a good, safe stretch of basketball from him to this point.
And, Clark, that's really deflating for a team to cough up the ball and have it turn into points immediately on the other end.
You know, Greg, it feels like giving up 2 baskets, the one you didn't get and then the one you allowed the opponent to get.
Granger passes to Napier. There's the feed to Patterson.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And that one misses. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. And the second free throw, good. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Green against Ginobili. Outside, Jones. Pass to Chandler. Back to Jones. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
I mean, you never expect to get opportunities that easy coming down the stretch of a tight game.
Green dishes to Napier. Clock at 6. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Some changes for Charlotte. Duncan, he's checked in for Noah. Bryant comes in for Daniel Green. And it's Mills in for Napier. And then for Cleveland, James comes in for Jones. And it's a Flalo in for Manu Ginobili. Now here's James. Chandler with the screen on Granger. LeBron Kicks to Chandler. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that one.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
And he better stay with those basics because this game is still yet to be determined.
Bryant can't get it to go.
Can't get anything to drop. I mean, the way he's going, it's probably not something he should try and shoot his way out of.
Well, they say you should shoot your way out of it, but his teammates probably have other thoughts in mind. The last thing they want to see him doing is continuing to cast that jumper up. You know, I thought Charlotte went to their bench as much as most other teams last season. Those guys ate up time for the starters, but weren't nearly efficient scoring the ball as you might want them to be.
And Antetokounmpo's checked in for Charlotte. Both shots good from the stripe. For the Hornets last season, their bench was weak at times. They just couldn't really score that well.
Yeah, and the Hornets bench was the only bench to shoot under 40% from the floor for the season.
And stolen by Aflalo. James, the pass to Aflalo. And stolen by Patterson. Here's Mills. And the basket good. The Cavaliers leading by 3. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That is his first foul of the game. Vonleh's checked in for Patrick Patterson. And so it's Cleveland with it. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. The drive by James.
Boy, he's just dangling from the rim after sending it through there.
You can see which team now has the swagger, Clark, right now.
Yeah, it's with them.
And guys, that swagger can backfire because you don't want to get your opponent a little too riled up.
Mills dishes to Duncan. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
The drive by James. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Free throw good, James.
And Charlotte had a lot of momentum going into last season off that playoff appearance, but they just stumbled out of the gates last season and spent the whole year playing catch-up.
Charlotte calls timeout. Now for the Hornets, they seemed to get back on track last January, but they faded Clark quickly after that. Were too far behind to make up room and get in the playoffs.
And you know, they had a rash of injuries, Kevin, and that really did them in. All in all, was a season that just didn't have any traction for them because of the injuries.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
I was able to listen in on what Steve Clifford was going over with his team. He told his team to keep looking for three-point opportunities, saying their perimeter defense isn't doing a good job getting out on our shooters. So let's keep firing away until they decide to guard us.
Jerebko's checked in for Cleveland. Williams comes in for Matthew Dellavedova.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Aflalo, no good.
Oh, that's a tough three-point try when you've got the defense right there.
Well, he'd have to be really good to knock down a shot like that against that kind of defense.
And the foul on Mo Williams. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. 5 to shoot. Here's Duncan. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
What great touch there on the fadeaway. Man, right in his face.
Down low. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
They're really doing a good job working hard to get inside and draw contact, a little more so than they did in the first half.
And defensively, if you're trying to battle back, you can't keep sending them to the line.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Just a fantastic game for Chandler. He has 8 points and 2 blocks. Excellent defensive presence on the glass and delivering some of that shot blocking skill too.
He has really just owned the paint. Well-rounded performance.
Duncan with a screen on a follow. Bryant, that's for 2. Again, the Hornets score.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Uredko kicks to Williams. Feeds it to Uredko. This one for 3. Shot's good.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
And now's the time for them to step on the gas pedal. Don't let up. Keep letting it fly from deep and build that lead. Play through the finish line, not to it. Keep the pressure on.
And the Hornets with possession here after Cleveland got the 3-pointer.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer. That's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Let's face it, the defense is a step slow. You've got to take away the airspace.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. The drive by Duncan. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's on Aaron Aflalo.
Can't be any surprise to you that Tim Duncan, folks, last year became the leading rebounder of all active players, passed up Kevin Garnett for that honorable distinction. We're talking 15,000 rebounds total over 18 seasons.
Danny Granger is checked in for the Hornets. Green comes in for Kobe. And then for Cleveland, Otto Ginobili's checked in for Aflalo. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Williams. Passes it to Ginobili. Cleveland moving it around. Well, getting back to Duncan's rebounding, he's always had the great size and wingspan and timing, and he really positions himself well for those rebounds. But what seems to separate him is his quiet toughness. He'll never back down.
Yeah, it's hard. You know, he's not a guy that's going to yell or pump his fist. He's not going to flex his muscles to the crowd. He just silently assassinates you
well said.
out on the floor.
You're right. You're so right.
Grown man's power flush with the long hang on the rim at the end of it.
Clark, that could be a catalyst for him.
I think you're right.
And when we've seen those kinds of plays get them fired up in the past.
Chandler with a screen for LeBron. And Matthew Dellavedova is going to pick up the foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Cavaliers.
Boy, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
Yeah, but don't forget about their points in the paint, because those have been big.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
All right, Charlotte.
And did not seem happy about how things are going on right now, and maybe wants to make some changes.
I agree. I mean, just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time. And in that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
The Cavaliers leading by 7. To the inside. Mills with the rebound.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
Yaredko can't get it to go. On the wing, Granger. From outside the arc. Again, the miss by Granger.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that one.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
They get it again.
It's not winning basketball when you're attempting shots like that.
Yeah, come on now. You got to remember it's a team game. He's got 4 teammates out there with him. I don't think he needs to try to do it all by himself like that.
Now here's LeBron. 6 to shoot. Here's Yaredko. Takes it off the glass.
Jonas Jerebko.
And now an 11-point Cleveland lead.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
Tight shot, gentlemen.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Checking out the game Tim Duncan is having. He has 8 points and 1 steal.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Mills passes to Vonleh. Duncan drawing the double team.
Cavaliers foul.
And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Tim Duncan.
So he gets them both. 56 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Dellavedova, covered by Mills. LeBron against Granger. Shot from the low block. And Cleveland again with the bucket.
LeBron James.
This is a serious game-clinching run they're on.
Yeah, I agree with you. Just not backing off here. I mean, they're looking to close this one out in style. What a time to have this kind of serve.
And Mills kicks to Green. And right through it goes. Here's Dellavedova. And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
Sure can, because they've earned the win.
Now Ginobili. And so it's Cleveland winning this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And now the award-winning Ernie Johnson will take it from here. We'll see you next time.
There's a lot going on this week in NBA 2K TV. We simulate the NBA All-Star Game and NBA 2K16. Hang with Hassan Whiteside.
Moving up in the world, I didn't even know that.
Kick off 2K Pro-Am